Live at the Bell Center, the sophomore Jinx rookies have grabbed their game, and now we get set for the All-Star game tomorrow here in Montreal. And still more to come in the skills competition, the accuracy competition en route. There's Marty St. Louis, who got my vote, Sidney Crosby, of course, resting up this weekend, but here as part of the ceremonies. Did you have a vote, or can you say?
Didn't vote, but I'm going to go with Getz on this one. I think he had the nicest move, so hopefully he comes through.
Well, that's interesting. With the around the net, your move, that.
Yeah, that was nice. He had the goalie deked out, and then he finished him off there behind the net, so nice move.
I was saying, I almost felt bad for the guys, because it's just, I don't know, what do you think? What do they do to make this easier on the guys?
Well, I think, a minute is a little long, but for 30 seconds, I think you get 2 or 3 moves off there and have some fun, but it's a lot of pressure on the guys, for sure. A lot of people watching, and only so many moves to do.
You were suggesting go once, maybe, how about 2 others? Go once, let everybody go one each?
Yeah, maybe go just one move, have a guy really work on one move, and maybe get a couple rounds, maybe you can go a couple rounds that way, but I think the fans enjoyed it. You're seeing a lot of new things, and everyone seemed to like it.
Right, the idea in and of itself is a good one. Hey, All-Star games. I remember as a child, Bobby Orr, Bobby Hull around the early 70s, and a lot of us who love the game end up wanting to go out and play. As soon as you start watching, you leave the house and go play street hockey or whatever. But did you look forward to All-Star games? Did you have a memory of one as a fan?
No, there's a lot of different ones, but I always remember the skills competitions. If I have to look back at the All-Star games, I remember Ray Bork getting all the targets, and it was just a lot of fun to see guys, individually how skilled they were. It was always a fun weekend, but I always look towards the skills competition and more.
What do you remember about Dallas going down to your first NHL All-Star?
Being nervous, being second year in the league, and playing with so many guys I grew up watching. And here I was, playing the same team as them in an All-Star game. It happened quickly, but it was a really fun experience.
Who sat around you? Did you have somebody that you wanted to see what made them tick, that you were fascinated looking at?
Well, we had, I think Brendan Shanahan was our captain, so just being around him, you realize these guys are veterans and have so much experience, and even in an All-Star game, you see how guys handle themselves. It's really neat to see.
Taking a break right now for the obvious reason. You got your work cut out for you after this All-Star break with the Pittsburgh Penguins. As you look at the Eastern Conference right now, Sidney, Boston Bruins, what makes them so good? Why are they the front runner?
A lot of things. Consistency is a big part. They play well every game. They give themselves a chance. But I think they've shown a lot of depth. I'm sure they surprised a lot of people with the depth they've had on their team. Got a lot of guys that have come up and played well this year. Wheeler going to go south tonight. Crosby is another guy. So they played really well consistently, and special teams has been big for them too. So all the same ingredients that make good teams every year.
So we really appreciate you checking in here. Good luck with the quick recovery, and let's head right down. Ryan Getzlaff, your pick, is standing by.
All right, thanks, Ron. Sidney Crosby, I'm going to tell you, picked you to be the voting winner of the Breakaway Challenge. So what did you think of the Breakaway Challenge?
We had fun with it. It was, obviously some guys pulled some stuff off, and Obi did little props there. It was nice. It was fun.
You had the one sweet move. It seemed difficult to score on the guy. I mean, I know he was told to let the pucks go in, but you guys seemed, for the most part, to be hitting him. But you had the one sweet one from behind the net with the lacrosse move. Do you think that might have won it for you?
I don't know. I hope so. We'll see how it goes. It's tough when you get the kid in there that's he's told not to move a whole lot. So you're used to goalies sliding around and stuff when he makes certain moves. So.
I want to ask you for your take on the All-Star game in Montreal.
We've had a blast. I mean, the city's embraced us wonderfully, and the fan support and everything. It's just been great.
Ryan, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Ron.
Scott, I'm just saying, Zach Parise is one of the players that reminds me a lot of you, the Shattuck St. Mary's program. First of all, do you get that impression watching him play?
Yeah, I really enjoy the way he plays, and has a compliment for sure. He's a two-way guy. He's not the biggest guy, but he skates pretty well. He's pretty strong on his feet. He's just got a lot of overall skill, so I'll take that for sure.
What do you think of Danny Heagley? He's standing by.
Very dangerous in the slot. He's put a lot of goals against us over the last few years, so dangerous guy.
Elliot?
Well, Ron, Sidney Crosby was just saying, up in the booth with Ron McLean, said that you're a dangerous guy, very dangerous in the slot, scored a lot against the Penguins. You're going to be in the slot here in the shootout here. Accuracy, Thomas Cavallo, 7 guys down, went 4 for 4 the last year.
I don't know. I didn't fare too well in Ottawa in our own skills competition. I think it was 3 for 8, so looking to improve on that today.
How'd you get picked for this if you went 3 for 8?
I don't know. Well, I don't shoot it that hard either, so I think this is a little bit better than a harder shot for me.
All right, all the players were given the opportunity to vote for the breakaway challenge. You're gonna let us know who you went for?
I had to go with Marty St. Louis with the hidden puck trick. I think did it for me. Pretty original.
And just Danny, for yourself and the team, you guys have had 4 consecutive games with points going into the All-Star game. How much has it just helped your time here, knowing the Senators appear to be heading in the right direction?
Yeah, I think it's been a lot better around the room and obviously around town for us. I think guys are feeling confident, and hopefully after the break here we can make a run.
And Brian Elliott, what has he done for you?
He's been steady. I mean, I'm a big fan of his. He's exactly what we need right now. Just real steady, real calm in the net, and we all believe in him.
Thanks very much, Danny.
Thank you.
Brock?
All right, Elliot, Danny, thanks kindly. Last thought on offense in the NHL scene. There's been a little bit of a bump in scoring, but now with all the teams collapsing back down around the net, a guy like Keefe to being effective in the slide, I think you never see that again. A guy like Tim Kerr before your time, maybe Gillespie, they were legend. Steve Shutt, guys that could score those almost garbage goals. Any tricks to the game that you think?
No, it's hockey sense, and it's hard to teach that. I mean, guys have to have a feel for the play and where the puck's going to go, but I think Danny does a great job of that. He's got a hard shot, so he's dangerous.
You made the Tonight Show with shooting into a dryer or a washing machine, so what did you do to try and work on accuracy, or do you just try and get more on the shot than aim it?
Well, I think it's just focusing on it. Even when you're shooting on an empty net, it's easy to shoot it, but I think you always shoot for a purpose. Whether it's practice or empty net, whatever the case is, you shoot to score, and eventually that just becomes second nature. And it's not fun when you don't score, so you got to find ways.
Sidney Crosby here in Montreal at the Super Skills Competition. When we come back, it's the accuracy competition. By the way, there's Commissioner Gary Bettman, who will join us in the second intermission of tomorrow's game coverage. Ray Bourque, 8 times Bourque shared or outright won this competition. That's next when we continue from the Bell Center in Montreal.